How's it going, YouTube? It's Root Junkie here, and Google has finally done it. They've gone ahead and they came out with their own phone, the Pixel line. The Pixel XL specifically is the device I have right here. This is the quite black model. That's the one I picked out. So we're going to go ahead and open this thing up and take a look. So here she is in all her glory, the Pixel phone by Google. So this is Google's first attack here at making their own product. You can see on the bottom here it is the Pixel XL 5.5 inch. I got the 32 gig quite black model. The reason I got the 32 gig was because just me personally, that's enough for what I use. Most all my content is streaming from a service somewhere, so I don't need space so much on my device. Even my pictures are backed up to the cloud, so it's not important to me. But let's go ahead and open this sucker up. So there you go. There it is, quite black. So let's go ahead and open it up. Get the device unwrapped. You can see the two-tone right there. Google logo on the back, and we'll look a little bit closer at that in a second here. We'll just set that over there, and let's go ahead and finish checking out the packaging. So you do have a SIM extractor along with your documentation in here. Pretty boring stuff. I do think that there is right here 3 months to music right here. So Google Music, if you want to use that, you got a 3-month subscription code on the back of that right there. And then we have our USB power cable. Not too bad. Looks like it comes with a fun little blue clip just for storage purposes. Let's see if we can get this thing apart. So as you can see, you have normal USB to USB Type-C right there. So there you go, you've got that. Looks like we have a USB to USB Type-C adapter. So we've got one of those. Let's see what else we got in here. The other side flaps open. And we do have your power brick right here. It does have the black accent to match the phone. I know the blue and the white also have, or silver have, an accent on the charger, which is kind of nice. And then we have another cable right here. And again, let's see what we got here. So this one is Type-C to Type-C, and it does have the clip as well. And the reason you want this one is because your power brick is Type-C. So that's really why you need that model. So you can connect to computer, you can connect to power brick, you can even connect phone to phone if you have another Type-C phone. So they give you a lot of good adapters, so big props to Google for the adapters. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much everything we have here in the box. Taking a closer look at the device, you do have your headphone jack on the top. Yes, we still have a headphone jack, unlike those iPhones. Along the right side here, we have your... Right there is your power button. It is texturized, so you can see, when you're touching it, you'll know exactly whether you're touching volume up and down or power. Power's got the nice texture on it. There's your volume up and down. And, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but they're very clicky, very nice feeling buttons. We'll flip around to the back here. You do have your USB Type-C right there. You have one of these is actually your speaker, your loudspeaker. And then the other one is just for look, so it just makes it match up. There's not two speakers there, there's only one speaker. Around on this side right here, you can see we have our SIM tray, and you should be able to eject that out with that ejection tool. Just for fun, I'm going to go ahead and eject mine out of here and just show you what that looks like. There you go. So I think that's a micro or nano. I think that's a nano SIM, which is what most phones are nowadays. They're trying to save space. So there you go. Let's just push that back in very simply and easily. So along the back, you can see I've already got quite a few fingerprints and smudges on it. But just to show you what we're working with, there is your flash right there, your camera. There's a bunch of little sensors along the top up here that are a little hard to make out. Fingerprint sensor, which is really glossy. Man, is this thing glossy. There's going to be a lot of fingerprints on this device. There's your Google logo along the bottom. And then this is this two-tone. It's interesting. I mean, the glass, this looks kind of premium. This looks pretty nicely like aluminum. But it's just different. The two-tone, I'm not sure what I think about it. I'm really not really sure what I think about it. Again, on the front, you again can see all my fingerprints. But we'll go ahead and look right up here. There's your camera. your earpiece speaker. I'm sure there's a mic down here, pickup, and very plain and simple. I'm going to clean off my screen and we're going to boot this thing up. Alright, let's go ahead and power this bad boy up for the first time here and check out the Pixel XL. So obviously this is a Google phone, so it's going to have a Google boot animation. This is new, right? I mean, we've never seen Google boot animation, a Google logo set up for the devices. I mean, Nexus devices have a Google boot animation, or they have something similar to this, but this is definitely new. And I just wanted to show you what's new on this Pixel. So definitely liking it. So we're going to go ahead and do the setup process, and that booted up really, really fast. Oh, cool. Nice. Very cool. So I'm going to actually show you guys the setup process just because it might be different and you might be interested in it. So we're going to go ahead and click Let's Go. I'm going to skip my SIM for right now because I don't have one set in there. So we can copy data from another device, or we can set up new. I'm actually going to do the copy data from another device. So first thing I need to do is go ahead and get connected to my Wi-Fi. So I'll go ahead and do that. So there you go. We are obtaining an IP address. I don't know if there's anything really changed in here too much from previous setup wizards, but I mean, I know the interfaces definitely looked different. So I just figured we'd show you guys anything that's new here on this new Google product. So it says to copy data directly with your included USB cables. So this little sucker and the adapter. But I don't want to use that method, so I'm going to do here other ways to copy. So you can do it from an iPhone, you can back up from Google Cloud, or you can back up an old data information. So we'll actually do the cloud, that's fine. That's normally how I set it up anyway, so what's the difference? Alright, so we have our account information being added. Very nice, very nice. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen, normally you can do like a back-to-back transfer for all your content. I like using that, I think it's really nice, but we've got this method as well. So it gives me all these devices that I can restore my applications from. These are devices that I previously used. You can see this is the latest, which is my Note 5. Currently, that's what I'm using since I had to return my T-Mobile Note 7. So I'm going to go ahead and do this backup. So there you go. It's kind of nice. You can actually see all the things that are in here. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. And you can actually pick what apps you want to install or restore or not. So like these benchmarks. Actually, no, I'm going to keep those because I want to run a benchmark on this once I get it in. And you can scroll through and just pick whatever applications you want to make sure you have restored. So I'm going to go ahead and click Restore, and it's going to finish up this process. So next thing you see, it wants me to add a fingerprint. I'm going to skip this. I'll do it in a little bit just because it takes a little bit of time. It should be really quick and fast. I'll hit OK for backing up information, agree to the policies, and it should be almost done. All right, very cool. So meet your personal Google Assistant. Obviously, Google Assistant is included here on the Pixel, and it's built in with the home button and saying OK Google. So let's go ahead and continue and just set this up because it'll be fun. So it's asking for permission. Say yes, you're in to activate this feature. Why not? Let's get started. OK Google. OK Google. OK Google. And you're done. Very, very nice. All set. And it's going to restore all the applications. Wow, that's awesome. Whoa, that was really fast. I love it. So it pulled my wallpaper over from my Note. And man, that's awesome. So now it's doing all the restore, but the device fully booted up. Gotta love it. All right, guys, let me show you some features here, and we'll wrap this up. So while these applications keep restoring, let's take a quicker look here at Android Nougat 7.1. So you can see it does have the Pixel Launcher, so you can swipe up from the bottom down here to launch all of your applications. There is a search feature up here, which should be very easy to use, and search an application in case maybe your app drawer is so full that you just don't want to scroll, and you have that feature in there as well. You can also get right into the search field here for Google. Use your microphone, whatever you want to do there. Go ahead and do a quick Google search. You can swipe over and get to Google Now, so that is still there as well. I kind of wish you could swipe, well, you can, I guess. You can swipe that to kind of get over and get to it. That's kind of nice. I like that up there. That looks cool. So you can get to it that way. You obviously have recent applications right here. You can scroll through these. You can hold down, drag one up here, do split screen. and have other ones as well. Along with this, we also have GIFs built into messaging, which is actually really cool. So you can come down here and hit GIFs, and you can search through tons and tons of different GIFs to send to your friends to really cover any occasion that you have. Pretty cool. Absolutely pretty cool. And you can call those right back right there, multi-window, one more time, or you can tap it again. You can also swipe all the way up, and you can get rid of multi-window mode, and there you go. So pretty neat. Yeah, this did copy my exact layout from my other phone, which is awesome. I absolutely love that. We can swipe down up here. You can see it's still installing some applications. We can look through the quick toggles, and this is very smooth transitioning. I'm liking that a lot. So we can come over here. One of the things I like to point out is night mode, which just softens the colors at night for viewing. It looks terrible in my opinion, but if you don't want to strain your eyes, it's a nice feature to have. So we'll swipe that back up. We'll come in here into settings, and you can see some suggestions right here for suggestions to use, your fingerprint and get that set up. If we scroll down here, there's a couple other new things here, which is moves. That's one of the new things you can check out. And there's some different things you can do with it. So we have swipe for notifications, so we can turn that on. And basically what that does is that uses the fingerprint sensor in the back to swipe down your notification shade. So it's kind of neat. It's good to have more functionality with a sensor. Why not use it instead of just for fingerprint? Let's use it for something else. So some of the other things you can do is you can jump to the camera. So just double tap your power button, and it should go ahead and load your camera. There we go. And I don't like to use my location. And there's my camera loaded up. So we have that feature as well. We also have flip cam, so you can just twist your wrist really quickly while you're in the camera, and that'll go ahead and launch the front-facing camera. Hello. So that's pretty cool as well. So these moves are nice. This is nice to have this. I feel like it's something that is good to have built into the device. You can see there is also the swipe bar for navigation if you want to be able to navigate maybe a little faster over here. And you can scroll through the rest of it. Here is the About Phone, Android 7.1. You can see security update if you're interested in that, Pixel XL. The other thing that's good to note is with the 32 gig version, how much free space. Now, I've already been installing applications, but probably the time I get my applications in and pretty much fully installed, you'll probably be at about 10 gigs. So of the 30 available, so you'll have about 20 gigs left of free space, at least for how I use my device. Here's your memory. You do have 4 gigs of RAM, or 3.7 to be exact. They call that 4, I guess. There you go, guys. That is a quick overview of this device. I guess the last thing I wanted to show you is, if you haven't seen this, you have activities for most of your applications. If you just hold down on the application, if it has an activity available, it should show it. There you go. Not all devices and all applications have an activity that is associated with them, but they are very nice to have and use if you have them. So just a shortcut to do something within the application. But there you go, guys. That's going to wrap it up for me on this quick unboxing and overview of the Pixel XL Quite Black variant. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more coverage on this device. Please, if you have something you want me to cover on the device, let me know in the comments down below. Maybe some root videos, unlocking bootloaders, and the like. Maybe even some FRP videos if we can ever figure out FRP on 7.1. There you go, guys. That's going to wrap it up, and we'll catch you in the next one. Root Junkie out.